All right, we are back. This week, let's review our 1 sounds on a beat and 2 sounds on a beat. So for the 1 sound, that was the hen that was walking. They were going walk, 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 walk. For the baby chicks, they were the 2 sounds on a beat. And they were our jogging, 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 jogging sound. So in music, my 1 sound looks like this. My 2 sounds look like this. See how there's 1 note, like 1 hen, and there are 2 notes, like the 2 baby chicks? So I've got my quarter note and my 1/8 notes. Go ahead and say quarter note. Say 1/8 notes. Good. So I've got a song for you today. Here's a baby bird, it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. Then his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies, what do you think of that? Down, 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 boom. If you listen to my song, the very end, I want you to listen and see if you can figure out what happens to the baby bird. Here's a baby bird, it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. Then his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies, what do you think of that? Down, 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 boom. Hopefully at the end you heard that the bird lands softly. It's just a soft boom. So sometimes when the baby birds are first learning how to fly, it takes a little bit of practice. And that's the same for anything. Like if you're learning how to ride your bike, or you're learning how to add in math class, if you're learning how to say your ABCs, any of those things sometimes will take a little bit of practice, and that's okay. You just get back up again and you do it again. So to my baby bird song, we have some motions, and you can go ahead and stand up and do these right along with me. Go ahead and get in your shell. Here's a baby bird, it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. Then his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies, what do you think of that? Down, 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 boom. Make sure you're doing this right along with me. Go ahead, stand up, do it with me. Go ahead and get in your shell. Here's a baby bird, it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. Then his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies, what do you think of that? Down, 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 boom. So I can also play this song on my orphan instrument here, and I need to know if I should start down here with my bigger bars, or if I should start up here. So in my song, do I start low or do I start high? Here's a baby bird, it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. And you can hear as I'm singing, I'm going up higher and higher. So I'm starting lower. And the way I know which one to play on the instrument is the bigger bar is the lower sound. The smaller bar is the higher sound. So I start on my bigger bar for the low sound. Here we go. Here's a baby bird, it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. Then his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies, what do you think of that? Down, 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 boom. Go ahead and stand up, and you can do the motions right along while I play the orphan instrument. Here we go. Here's a baby bird, it's it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. Then his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies. What do you think of that? Down, 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 boom. And in the song, you can hear that I start down here for my lows, and I go up to the high, and then I come back down. So it's creating this big arch. I'm starting down low, I'm getting higher, getting higher, getting higher, and then I start going lower, getting lower, getting lower. Listen again. Here's a baby bird, it's hatching from its shell. Out pops its head, and then pops its tail. Then his legs he stretches, his wings he gives a flap. Then he flies and flies and flies. What do you think of that? Down, 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 boom. So this week when you're listening to some music, you should be listening and see if you can hear some of those lower sounds in the music and some of those higher sounds in the music. All right, have a good week.